Hey guys, I want to welcome you back to week 45 of this epic weight loss journey, carnivore journey, everything that's just turned into. I mean, it's just been pretty incredible up to this point. So the last time I had my blood pressure checked, it was 131 over 77. That's an absurd number for me because I've never seen my blood pressure anywhere close to that ever before my entire life. We did do a lot this week, so let's get on into the video and I'll explain a little bit more. So last week we went out and we did go to Costco, and I had to go buy some more meat products because I was out of ground beef, 80/20 to be exact. So we ran around the store, we checked out the prices of everything, and there weren't a lot of bulk meat items that were a very good deal. The most part of those were bought up completely. Like the chicken wings were completely out. They had chicken thighs and legs and stuff like that, but they didn't have a lot of the chicken wings. And I was just basically going in to see what was available and what was in the store. Now the omega-3 eggs that I bought previously, I thought they were a 60 count, but it turns out they're a 40 count, and they're around $11 and some change. And those we definitely did pick up because we really like the egg quality. They're not that expensive to say that they're super expensive either, because if I go buy the same type of eggs in any of the other supermarkets in brown, for instance, it's going to cost almost double that for the same type of eggs. Another thing we picked up here was this meat thermometer. Now, I've never really owned a meat thermometer, especially a digital one, and I find this one to be quite interesting because on the back here it gives you all the recommendations for the temperatures and stuff like that. This product is made by Taylor. I haven't used it yet, and I wanted to use it for my air fryer that I have in the back because I was wanting to figure out a different way of cooking hamburgers from frozen in the air fryer, and I thought it would be real important to have a meat thermometer to make sure the temperature is right around 160. So this should be a super cool tool to play with, and I do plan on making that video here in a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to be making frozen burger patties that are basically cut up from a big giant tube of chub, and I love that name, chub, for a big giant piece of meat. It just kind of makes it, it's just funny. Okay, but anyways, yeah, we're going to mess around with this. I'm going to see how this works, and I'm also going to see how long it's going to take me to cook frozen burger patties. I mean, we're talking about really, really thick burger patties in an air fryer, and I've been experimenting with this air fryer all week, making some Polish sausages, not Polish sausages, but kielbasa. And it's been a lot of fun. I've been making some tasty treats in there. I haven't been filming everything because I'm just not sure how everything's going to turn out, or if it's going to be a complete disaster, because I tried making some little tiny mini pizzas for the kids in there, and I had the top rack too close, and I wound up burning the pizza pretty dramatically. So epic dad fail there. But it didn't take long to cook those, so it's just fun. It's nice to have. It's been on the counter for a while. We just haven't used it very much, so I'm definitely going to start getting into more air fryer type videos as we go. So another announcement that I had is we're getting close to our weight loss journey anniversary. I believe there's 52 weeks in this year. We're on week 45 right now, so yeah, expect that video to be coming up too, as to whatever I lost throughout the week. We got a lot more to get into, and let me see what I got here in my notebook. So last week, before I did a long fast, did a 5-day water fast last week. I lost approximately 15 pounds last week. Now this week was a bit different. I didn't do a dramatic scale walk down the hallway with my cats today, mainly because I already knew I was going to be gaining some weight. Now I did gain some weight. I gained approximately 8 pounds back. Now that 8 pounds can be contributed to water weight gain because I did do something different this week, which was recommended by a viewer of mine, because I talked a lot about my feet. Now my feet are a mess. I have toenail fungus, I got hammer toe, I got all kinds of stuff, high arches. I previously had plantar fasciitis from dramatic weight loss, and my feet couldn't adjust quick enough, so I spent many, many months trying to resolve that issue. That's better. So in the meantime, yeah, we were trying to figure out, ways I could better take care of my feet. And it's still hard for me to actually take care of my feet, because when you get toenail fungus and stuff like that, it's really hard to work around the cuticles and the toenails. And sometimes the fungus actually lifts the nail up above the bed a little bit, and it's hard to manage. So my doctor gave me a topical solution. I've been using that. It seems to be working, but we took it a step further this week. Now, as part of the process, I've been trying to deal with my anxiety. My anxiety around weight loss, my anxiety around being out in public and stuff like that. And in order to do that, I have to actually make steps in the direction of dealing with it and trying to step outside of my comfort zone. And my comfort zone is just sitting right here at this table, dealing with my household stuff, everyday kind of stuff. And it's been a struggle, trying to get out more and trying to, just do anything out in public by myself, because I'm sorry to my wife, because she doesn't really, I don't think she understands exactly what's going on, because I haven't been very good at communicating to her about all of this. Because in order for me to do things, I have to get out and do stuff by myself. And unfortunately, I believe I upset her by doing this yesterday. And I went out and I went to a nail salon, and I called her first and I explained, I said, hey, I need to try to go in here. If I don't go in there, and take care of this, then I'm going to have other problems. And this is something I need to get over. So I went to a nail salon to get a pedicure. Now, as a man, that is typically something we don't think much about. I mean, the pretty boys, the ones that wear suits and ties, the kids I grew up with on the East Coast, I could kind of see them doing it as a regular habit. But as a, kind of a gruffy type truck driver, with the beard and stuff, I don't see those people that tend to, take that great a care of their feet, because our feet are always in work boots all the time. Our feet are sweaty. We're lucky to get home and, take care of ourselves just by taking a shower or a bath or something like that. So the mental hurdle of actually walking in the door was wow hard. Okay. Now, one of the subscribers, she said, hey, go, get your feet taken care of. You're probably going to enjoy it. And I did enjoy it. It was a struggle though, because my feet are extremely sensitive, even though they're numb from having neuropathy. And it was hard for me to, because the lady was really gentle, with lifting my feet up and down, and she was very quiet spoken. But she made really quick work of ingrown toenails that I didn't even know I had. All the dry skin around the edges of my feet, she took care of all of that. So all in all, for around $50, and I did give the lady a tip. She took care of a lot of problems. And I believe the lady that was running the place, the manager or maybe even the owner, mentioned that with a couple 1-month visits, maybe 2 or 3 at the most, she said my nails will be right back to normal, to looking like anybody else's feet. Just got to come back in, get them taken care of a few more times, and hopefully that'll improve. Totally embarrassing type situation, and I even put a post up on Facebook because I was asking for recommendations for this kind of stuff for a man's perspective, and I got a lot of women that came back and chimed in. I didn't get one man that actually responded to my Facebook post, and I thought that was interesting. But at the same time, I was also debating on whether to take that Facebook post down or not. But, I'm out here to help people. I don't mind embarrassing myself a little bit. The people in the community here, they know me. So when they see my face on Facebook, it's not a big deal. They know I'm losing weight. They know I'm changing my life. And who knows, maybe one of my good friends is going to see that post and be like, oh, wow, he really did that. That's weird. And it is. I mean, if I were to hear of one of my coworkers saying that they went out and got a pedicure yesterday, I would have been like, okay. And I would leave it at that. I wouldn't even get into details with it. So for me, it was a big deal. I jumped over a major hurdle, and I plan on jumping over some more, by the way. But if I didn't go in there by myself, I don't think it would have worked out the way it did, because if my wife went with me, it would have just been aiding the process of what I was trying to overcome, which is my social anxiety. Because normally I need her to go with me to like the store to do basic shopping and stuff like that, and she's really helpful. Or I have the kids tag along. That helps too. That gets me through the you know, the social anxiety aspects of just being out in public. So something we did as a family that was a little bit different is I normally don't go out to eat on the carnivore diet. The carnivore diet has been incredibly powerful in a way to where I don't need to actually just go out to eat all the time. I don't feel like I need to hit up the convenience stores or continuously snack all the time, which is a super huge bonus. So this week I've been primarily working with priming, which is just I'm eating, you know, 2 to 3 meals a day. I'm trying to focus mainly on meats and fats and just knock that out of the way. But we went to Golden Corral. That was a good time. Now, after like 5:30 or so in the afternoon here, they have steak, I believe, every single night. And it's all you can eat steak. I was just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Now, my first plate, I kind of mixed it up. I got a hot dog, I got a steak, I got some of the pot roast, I got a chicken leg, and I also got a big, huge slab of ham. I'm kind of wishing I didn't get the big slab of ham because I think that might have threw my gut off a little bit. I've been paying since we went out to Golden Corral, and I did that on Friday, I believe. Or Thursday, we went out to Golden Corral. I just had a weird inkling, like, hey, let's go out to eat. We haven't been out to eat as a family in a long time. Now, I believe the total bill for Golden Corral, now this is for 5 people, so 2 adults, 1 teenager, and the other 2 they're under 10 years old. So it was right around $85 for all of us. That's a bill. I mean, that's a huge chunk of money for us. But I made about 3 trips up to the buffet. Like I said, the first plate was just covered in all kinds of meat. I ate that entire plate, and then I went back and I got 2 steaks. And he was nice enough to give me the fattier parts of the steak, which was great, because you know that's typically not what people want when they're going to, you know, buffets like this. They're just looking for the steak itself, and they're not focused on the connective tissue or the fat. And I'm focused on connective tissue and fat. So he had them cooked well enough that I didn't have any real grizzly parts. So every part of it I was able to eat. I didn't have much problem there. And then I was drinking water for a beverage. But when I left Golden Corral, I was incredibly stuffed. I mean, I was Thanksgiving stuffed. I felt pretty good, but I also felt like I might have got into something there. Could have been in the chicken, could have been in the ham. I don't know what it was. The steaks were cooked on a grill, so I don't know how they were prepared before getting over to the grill, because the other steaks that I saw there looked like they were just plain. Didn't look like there was a whole lot of stuff put on them or added to them, no seasonings or anything like that. So I don't know what it was, but I feel like I was retaining water this week. Even today, my feet are kind of swollen. So what I'm planning on doing here is I'm going to be making some more burgers. We're going to try that out in the air fryer later on. We'll be making a video of that I mentioned earlier. And then we're just going to prime for the rest of the weekend, and I'm going to start working on a roller coaster type fast, and I just nicknamed it that because that's kind of what it sounds like. So the fast is going to start out with 36 hours of no food. I'll take my vitamins and my electrolytes and stuff like that in the morning, and then I'm going to roll into a 12-hour eating window, and then after that 12 hours we're going to roll back into another 36-hour fast, and we're going to just do that rotation up until next weekend's weigh-in and see how that goes. So hopefully I can lose some more weight and I can stay down below 300 pounds, because that's really the goal for right now. That's just a short-term goal. I'm just trying to maintain my weight loss under 300 pounds for an extended period of time. So far that hasn't exactly happened. I've been kind of stuck right around the 300 range. So I've been going down to, just like constant back and forth. So eventually I'll get that figured out and I'll get it all dialed in, and we'll see what happens from there. So another thing I wanted to talk about is I've been trying to patch up some loose ends. When I was morbidly obese, I was extremely hormonal. That's changed a lot now. I can communicate better. I can talk on camera. I can stand up in front of a crowd of people and have the same discussion without a problem. Bright lights and everything shining in my face, whatever, doesn't matter. Camera flashes. I'll be just fine now. But before that, I was very agitated all the time. So I had a pretty bad breakup with an ex-employer. There was a family situation. It's kind of personal. We're not going to get too far into that. I wanted to apologize for the way I left the company, because I did. I left pretty hastily. but I wasn't in the right state of mind to be at that particular employer at the time with the amount of stress involved with the type of work that we did. So I wound up leaving the company. I was pretty upset. I had a serious family issue. The entire family was upset about what was going on. And we were messed up for, the first 3 months specifically. And it took a long time. I wasn't working for anybody at that time. I was just going into a very, very deep, dark depression. There was a lot of situations going on around everything. And I hate to be really mysterious about all this, but, it was just really helpful to go in there. And we had a good conversation. I talked with him for about half an hour, 45 minutes. He was, first thing right off the bat, he's like, wow, you lost a lot of weight. And I wasn't trying to make the conversation about me at that time. It was more focused on, the basic apologies. And, I did put it on the table that I might come back to work for him. And he said he'd have to sleep on it. So I just mentioned to him, I said, well, just go ahead and sleep on it. I'm not going to toss in an application until I get a confirmation that it's worth my time, because trucking applications take hours. It's not like a quick process where you just, fill in your basic information. You got to do a lot of hoops. There's a lot of emails sent back and forth, a whole lot of documentation and stuff like that. So trucking applications are just a nightmare. And I don't know why people just jump companies like they do at times, because it just, they want like 7 to 10 years of previous experience. And sometimes it's hard to get all that information together because it's just part of the way things are. But yeah, we had a good long conversation. We talked about my diet, my eating strategies and stuff like this. And, it was pretty healthy, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I went back and talked to him, because, at least it makes me feel better. If I bump into him on the street, there's not going to be a bunch of, hurt feelings, hopefully, but it is what it is. So, yeah. So if you guys don't know already, I have opened up memberships to the channel. There's really not a whole lot going on there except for some simple perks. I believe Christine Morrison, I want to do thank you specifically. You're my first member to the channel. I do appreciate the extra support. And there is some little perks there. It gives you a little badge and some stuff. And if I should put a extra video or something like that up in the queue to be uploaded later, you will have access to see that. I have a setting that I can turn on, and if that video's just sitting there waiting for its release time, you can watch that video beforehand and actually, get a little bit inside look. I don't know where I'm gonna or what I'm gonna do exactly with the membership. I'm not trying to make a ton of money here, but it does help us out. This paycheck comes in, it's only about $144 for the last 2 months. So literally a cup of coffee. So we're not too focused on the monetization aspects of this channel. I have applied for a Amazon affiliate link that has not come back as approved yet. So I'm waiting on that. There is a post office box now attached to the channel. So if anybody should like to send, little gifts, postcards are very nice. I would love to see a postcard. And since we got the post office box, I haven't even been down to check it once. So that's something I'm going to have to do here in a little bit. But another major thing that happened to the channel over the last week, and it happened while I was asleep, the channel reached over 3,000 subscribers. I mean, that's awesome. And I'm hoping those subscribers are, active subscribers, the ones that like to comment down in the comment section below. Let me know a little bit about your experience, what you're doing, how things are working for you. And all topics don't have to be carnivore, especially in the comment section, because I can relate to so many different eating strategies that I've done throughout the years. Not many of them have worked out well for me. I did get some progress with some of them, but most of them weren't sustainable. It's kind of like having a gym membership. It's just not sustainable. Now, I'm definitely not against going to the gym, and I'm definitely not against exercise. I keep saying to people that I need to get out and walk more. The sidewalks are covered in ice. We still got a lot of snow out here. My feet aren't exactly 100% yet, so getting out and walking all the time right now, it's going to be put on pause for a little bit. We're just going to take it by ear. And if you're one of those people that like to email YouTube channels, I keep getting constant emails from people that are wanting me to, buy into their stuff, which is, editing and stuff like. I don't have the money to do that. I mean, if I could, up everything and you know, make that kind of money to afford that, I don't know if I'd pay for it then, because I have a lot of fun editing these videos. I also have a lot of fun doing the interactions. I also do a lot of live streams. The vertical live streams perform extremely well for this channel, and does bring in a lot of new members and new subscribers. So that's a positive. I will be doing a lot more vertical live streams, and chances are after this video is done, I will probably be doing a live stream of me fumbling around, you know, talking about carnivore topics and stuff like that while I'm, you know, practicing and setting up the new meat thermometer. That should be a fun one. But yeah, we're going to see how that works and how that goes from there. And in the meantime, I do care about everybody here. So let me know how your weight loss journey is going. If you're having problems, you know, I can try to help you out the best I can. I'm not a professional at weight loss. I'm just a truck driver sharing my experience here. And we're just trying to make everything work as we go. So until next time, guys, I'll get you updated here next weekend, and hopefully we can have a good time.